Okay, guys, thank you. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. So, this particular past question paper, I think this number one question here, this one, we have solved this question already. It should be in our YouTube channel. Let me just show you in case you have not seen it, but we have solved that particular question. Let's check. Yeah, I think it was this one. This question we solved it. That's number one. The number one of this question here, we solved the question. So you can, if you check this YouTube channel or video, you'll be able to see how to solve it. The solution is there. So we are solving the question number four. I guess on the same, the material is from the resources. If you go to the resources, you see our past questions there. That's actually basically where I go to if I want to say any past question paper. I just go to that place and I get the questions. Then I use it. So it's here in our library. You see it there. So this particular question number three, yeah, number three. This is a linear programming network. Sorry, this one here is this particular one here is linear programming. This one it's network analysis. But you see, if you look at this one now, this is kind of different from the other network analysis question that we saw. There's one of the network analysis question that we saw before, which is I think was this one, right? Yeah, this one. So you can see this question was the same thing. This sorry, this is not network. This is linear programming, and network analysis is this one. Yeah. So we this one we also solved this one, and it's about network analysis. You can see the solution is here, so we can just check. But this one we are solving is also network analysis, but the question looks somehow different. There's something you need to understand from here, right? Which is how to compute the expected time. Now, this expected time here, it has a formula that we're going to use in this class. Then we can see how to use that formula to actually answer this. This question on this, the whole this thing here, it's actually one of the simplest questions. This one, if you know how to solve it, it's simple and it's 12 marks complete. It's very one of the simplest question on the whole question paper. So, are we? Let's start with the question. Let me just screenshot it so we can use it. Okay, so I'll put it here and then I will need to convert this. I want to convert this into Excel formula. So let me just convert it. Get it down. Sure. It's not image. I've shown you image before. I need to convert this to real data so that I'll just do it here. Very simple. Uh, convert. Why didn't it show me picture? Okay, yeah, it's here. Get from picture. Okay, so just time I want to convert that data to Excel so we can use it. Okay, I think it's done already. Okay, I want to insert it here. Then the whole thing is scattered because of that data. Okay, I understand. I don't know why it's like that. Sorry guys, I just want this guy. Use this one. This should work for me. And if it don't work, then I'll just have to edit it myself. Okay, so that means I will just edit it. Think it will be easier. So we first of all have one to two, which is down one. Okay, I understand why. So this was. I just want to get this table first, then we'll start solving. So the first to this one was 5 to 7. So we have 5 to 7, and then we have 6 to 7, and then we have 7 to 9. Right, so we have 7 to 9, and then 7 to, this will be 7 to 8, and then this one will be 8 to 10, 8 to 10, and this one is 9 to 10. So remove this column. So we have one, we have two, we have one, we have three, we have four, we have three, four, 6, 2, 5, 1. Complete. Then five. This one is correct. Five. Perfect. Okay, so what the next thing now? So we want to start solving. Look at the first question you need to solve, right? The first question they ask you to solve is you are required to compute the expected time for each activity. So, okay, let me check. I hope you can hear me before I start talking too much. I'm not in the meeting. I'm not on the call, so I will not know.
Yes,
Hello.
we can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the question we had to solve. So this particular question we have here, we have to solve this question. It's like as it's one of the very simple questions because it's not the work is not much like that. But if you don't understand it, to be confusing. So now they said we should compute the expected time, and this expected time here it has a very simple formula, and all the variables have been given to us. The variables and the values, like we have on the optimistic time, we have the uh, pessimistic time, and we have the most likely time. Now this time, if you look at these the columns that we have here, the first one, this the first one, the activity. These are activities that are happening and the one that are depending on another, right? So we have uh, a formula for this. The expected time here, the formula for that is supposed to be is represented by T. So there is this. So the formula should be equals to um, the optimistic time plus optimistic time plus uh no, the formula should be. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down so it's not what I say. So the formula should be equals to optimistic time plus 4 plus 4 times most likely time and then plus pessimistic time. All these divided by 6. So this is a formula. So I put a formula here. So now where it is so in a very simple way, right? This is just it. But in our notebook, like in our material, if you check this course, you see where the formula is written this way. TA is equals to uh, A plus 4M and then plus B. This should be all. Divide by 6. So this is it. So this is the formula. Very simple. So what you see here is what is here. So now what this means is now the A here represent your optimistic time, and then the M here represent the most likely time. That is the most likely time is that like it's the more realistic estimate of the time that that project will be completed or the activity. Then this one, the B here is a permissive time. It is basically like the worst. That is like you're trying to consider the worst scenario that could happen, the worst case that could happen in that project. That's what it means. So now, since we have this formula, we are going to do this for each of this activity, right? So this first activity 1 to 9. So we are now going to have something like okay, let's just put this formula here on this column. So we need to now do that. So we can just do a very simple math since we are using Excel, right? Because you already know the formula. And since you know how to use Excel, so what we're going to do, so what is our A? Our A is supposed to be our this time, right? So I can say equals to A, which is 1, uh, plus 4 times M, which is this one, and then plus B divided by 6. This equation is not correct. I need to make use of bracket. Let me start with this first. Should be bracket. This.
I'm sorry.
Does
We
it?
can't see the full screen, so it's hard to. I don't know what I'm looking at.
You can see my full screen.
The full screen for maybe you shift it to the other side so we see the fields properly.
Sure. Is it just her or just everybody?
So I'm seeing half of the question itself, then I'm seeing half of the other table you created.
You want to see full screen? So I think are you not seeing the whole of this? Everything from here to here. From this side, are you seeing from here to this level?
I'm just seeing, okay, so this part that you just highlighted now, what
Mm.
I'm seeing is the figures for row C, then the most likely column, and the column E and F. That's what I'm seeing. I can't see A
Yeah,
to
that's
C clearly.
Maybe you have zoomed the question. Maybe you zoomed your screen. That's why I'm looking at it because I think everything should be
you
showing.
might need to zoom your screen because we are seeing the full picture here.
Okay, let me try and use another.
So,
Sorry.
so
Thank
now
you.
you can see that since I use Excel, I'm not going to be doing this after
Are
one.
you using your phone?
Yeah, I'm using my phone. Maybe I'll use a laptop. Thank
So
you.
I have done this, and this should be the answer. So, do you understand what I just did here?
Please, what's the answer?
What's the answer for Rejoice? I know that's your voice.
Yes, now you see, this might be the answer.
I didn't say this might. This is the answer, right? So now this is the answer
Okay.
for compute the expected time for each activity. You have done that already. This is the answer for that. This number one A, this number four A. Compute the expected time for each activity. Activity one, the expected time for it is 2. Look at the formula. I use this formula here. Now, if you are doing it on the system or the paper, it's because I use Excel. So when I put the formula here, I just fill the formula and it's giving the values. So for if you want to do for this activity, is you know that it's just the same thing you are going to do. Since you have this formula, pick your A. What is A? A is given to you as what? This is A. Then what is M? M is this value. And then what is B? B is this one. So if it's for this activity two, you pick this value. These are the values you are using. So I just did everything here, and this is the answer. You have answered the question, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I don't want decimal point. So we're moving. Oh, I can have something like this. Okay. So that's the answer. Do you understand? You have answered one question already, and you have answered one question. Then you need to move on to the next one.
Sorry, hello, sorry. Good afternoon. Please, what is TA again? TA.
What is what?
TA.
Okay,
That item with
the T here is the expected time. That is actually TE. Look at it here. TE. Expected
T.
time.
Okay,
TE.
okay,
Small e. Is expected time.
all right.
So do you guys all understand how we got this?
Wait, Fanny, when I
Huh?
did this first for this activity 1 to 2, I
Huh?
got 2.0808.
You got 2 point what? Yeah, that's nice.
So is that approximately 2.0 or 2.1?
No, you cannot see. If I do a 2.08, that means I am using decimal point here, and only the only place I'm having a decimal point, anything outside zero, is 6.17. So try to put make sure your substitution formulas are you put it very well. The first this one here is one, and take note of the bracket. You understand? It's a bracket there. So this whole this one here is going to be inside bracket, and then you divide it by 6. If you open everything and do it at once
Sorry.
without the bracket, you may get wrong answer.
Wait, Fanny, please, can we use calculator to calculate this? Only this first
Okay,
activity. Let's see,
okay.
please. Sorry.
Calculator, B. Where's my calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it like this. So you have a calculator, so you now say, okay, the A is supposed to A is one, right? And then
Yeah.
we have
Plus
times
4.
4 times what?
1.5
1.5
1.5
plus
uh,
4 times
5
1.5.
plus B. which is B is what? Sorry, B is 5.
5.
It's
Mm.
fine.
Plus 5.
Plus B, which is 5. So divide this
5.
Divided
by 6. 2.08.
This is
So
what
you
I
can't do it
got.
this way. You can't
Exactly. So that's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
use this kind of
Mathematics. So if you do it like this,
because
I
it's
think we
sometimes
should
one
multiply
side
for
is 6.
so now if
If
you
you
see
multiply
see this
10, you
one,
are doing it directly. So you're
yes.
not using
So
brackets.
uh, so first of all, now how you do this data? This 4 times 1.1, right? I can
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
I have this right, and so that is 6, Abi. So since I have that, this
Plus
1.6.
5 plus
So
1.
plus 5
Plus
plus
5 plus
1,
1.
then divide it by 6.
12.
Plus 1. Yes.
Then it will give us 6. It give you 2.
Give us
Just do it like that.
okay.
Don't put
Eh?
it like that. It will confuse you.
I mean, if you apply board mass, multiplication before addition.
If you like anything apply, but just get the correct answer. Rejoice. Thank you. Okay, so we have solved one question. Let's just say inside the 12 marks, we have gotten like 5 already because this one seems cheap. The one that is kind of hard a bit is this one. Then number 4B. So this one said construct a network diagram for the project indicating body the critical part. So that is where the big issue is, but it's not that big. So now, how do you do that? Is if you notice, this is an activity. We have activity one is depending on two. We have an activity two. No, from the other question we saw before, we understand what's an activity and dependency. So what it means is that you know this one activity now before it happened, the two this activity two, right, is depending on. Sorry, I'll take this down. It's not the code, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll just continue. So you know how to draw that network analysis this diagram with the node. You know the node. The node is those cycles, right? So what will happen here is you first of all see you have something like this. This is one, two. So that means you're going to have. Let me make it so simple so that simple that we all understand. So let's assume we have something. So this is our activity, right? This is our activities, and like this, let me just put it here. This is our activity, and then we want to have maybe we're going to draw like kind of node from the let's say from node, and then we have two. Where is going to? If you draw this one, where is it going to? So I will just make it to be simple. Maybe this will help us to understand better. So if I have this now, so the direction is actually what we already answered the time because we already calculated the expected time. So this is what we have. So let's as this activity one. Okay, this all these guys supposed to be. Let me just bring this one down instead. So this is our activity. So now, if I have this, right, if I draw this activity one, this is not, this is from one and it's going to what? To two. Something like this. This is, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this in the exam hall. I'm just trying to like make it so easy for us to do it. Now, if I have two now, so let me just have uh 1 to 9 because these are other activities. One, to 9, like this. So this one to 9. How did I get up to 9? This is 1, 2, this is supposed to be 2, 3, 4. Okay, because this is 1, 4. I have 4 like twice, right? I have 4. Because I have 4 twice here. So this is supposed to be 1. This is 2. This is also 2. And then I have 2, and this is 3. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 4. Then this here is 5. Here is 6. Here is 7. 7 again, and then I have 8. Then I have 9. Okay. So if I draw this node from here, it's going to 2, right? Then if I draw this 2, it should go to 3. If I draw this 2, this one now is going to 4. Now, can you see? So I'm looking at this right from here. So if I draw this 4, this is 2. This 2 is going to 4. This another 2 was landing on what? On 3. So I'm going to draw another. This is 3 now. 3 is going to be going to 5, right? And then 4 is going to 5 again. And then we have another 4 that is going to 6. And then we have and 5 that is going to 7. And then we have 6 that is going to 7 again. And then we have 7 that is going to 8. And then we have another 7 that is going to 9. And then we have 8 that is going to we have 8 that is going to 10. And then we have another 9. We have 9 that is also going to 10. Do you get? So what I did here just to help us to draw this thing very, very simple way. So we have this our time, our expected time. Let me just put it here so that will help us to draw our stuff. Oh, sorry. Best values. Yeah. System my mouse. Based on values. Okay. So those all have. So now it's time for us to draw. So like I said, we are going to draw the node, right? So let's assume we have you, you know now in our that past question paper I already have you see this. I've drawn this in a way that you understand it. So let me just try to draw it here with this symbol so that we can see. So let's say I have this one here. This is 1. So this is supposed to be 1, and this is 1. So 1 supposed to come to. So remember, when I draw 1, it's coming to 2 straight up. So this should be out. This should be 2. Right? This should be 2 now. Then 2 here, I have I draw 1 to 2, right? Then I have 2 that is going to 3. I also have another 2 that is going to what? 4. So that means I'm going to have this is going to be 3, and I have another one that is going to be 4, maybe here. Do you get? So I'll so that by the time we are going to join the arrows here, arrows are going to go there. So this is going to be 3, right? This is going to be 3, and then this should be 4. Then this one should be 4. So if I now from 3, where are you going to? If I go from 3, I'm going to 5. And then from 4, I'm still going to 5. Okay. So that means 5 should be in the middle so that they can join these guys together. Because from 3 I'm going to 5, and then from 4, I'm also going to 5. You get? So let me now have my 5 somewhere around here. So that by the time I draw my arrow, it will just join the guy. So this is 5. 4 to 5, 3 to 5. Right? So I will have um so from 5, where are you going to? You're going to 7. Then right? From 5, I'm going to 7, and then from 6, I'm also going to what? 7. So they say if I have my 7, from 5, I'm going to 7, right? So from 5, I go to 7, and then from 6, I also go to 7. So let's assume I have my 7 somewhere here. So I have my 7 here. Oh, let me just adjust it so that the thing will just enter it for me. So let's say I'll move this 5 here. So from this, I'll move here. Then from 4, I'll also move here. Then I'll bring this one here. Bring this one is 7 for me. Then I have my 6. So this should be somewhere. 6 should be here. So this is supposed to be my 7. This should be 7. And let's say this one is 6. 6. Right? So from 7 you are going to 8 and 9. You get? See, I'm still shifting this thing. Sorry guys. But I hope you are still saying. If I can't say, please let me know. So from I'm going to 8, and I'll go to 9. So this should be 9. This should be 8. Then this one should be what? 9. Right? Then you can see that 8 is going to 10, 9 is going to what? To 10. So I'll just have a 10 to be here. I can just have a 10 here. Anyhow, so just know how I'm going to now join it. So let me now start drawing my arrows. So I'll start from here. So I want to pick an arrow to say, okay, so this was going to be to this guy. Then I'll pick this one, 2 to what? Remember, 2 to 3, right? We have 2 to 3. 2 was going to 3. Okay, I have 2 is going to 3. And then I have 2 is going to 4. So I need to draw another one to 4, right? So I'll pick another one. So after that one, I have 4. 4 is going to where? 4 is going to 5. So let me say I have 4 that is going to 5, and I also have 3 that is going to 5. So I have a 3 that is also going to 5. So I have 5. 5 is going to 7, and I have 6 also going to 7. So let's say I have this. Now I will take this guy to here, right? This is it. And then I also have 6 that is going to what? To 7. So there was 4. 4 was going to 6. Can you see 4 was going to 5, and 4 was going to 6. So I need to join this guy to 6. So from 7, where am I going to from 7? From 7 here, I'm going to 8. Right? I'll go to 8, and then from 7 I will also go to 9. Okay? Also go to 9. Then from 8, I'm going to 10. I'm going to 10, and from 9, I'm going to 10. Okay, that's all. You have done the network analysis. Perfect. This is another question solved. I have done the network analysis. But what was the question? What's the question again? The question said, compute the network analysis for the project indicating the critical path. So you have not finished that portion. You have to continue you indicate which part is actually the longest part. No, the longest part is the critical part. Do you get? So we now have to check. Now let's look at it this way. Now, if you are looking at this now, right? There are about 6. I think should be about 6 parts are here. Now let's start from one. We should have like about six or five. We should be up to six. So let's start from the first one. Now the first one here is if you start from one, now look at it. How you are going to identify to indicate your part here? Simple, right? If I start from one, I can go to two, right? If I want to execute this project, I can go from one to two, I go to three, I go to five, right? From five, I go to seven, I go to eight, and I land at 10, the last one. That is one. So let's just see. Let's start our part. One. That means we are going from one to two, three to four, right? So let's say from one, right? From one to three, four. Uh, okay, four is not there. Four, let's go with five. And then from five, we enter seven. From seven, we go to eight. From eight, we don't enter 10. Then 10. Okay, that is fine. Then the next one, let me put this one here for direction. Yeah, okay, we still need something here, right? We still need to do something because if you look at it now, each of these are not or from where we are coming from to where we are going, there is a time. The time we already calculated this time. So that means from one to two, right? You get from one to two, we need to write uh 2.0, right? That's 2.0 that's supposed to be here. So from two to three, what's there? It's three. From from two from two to three, we need to put the time in there too. You get need to put the time in here. So all this time you have to repeat it here. So this is supposed to be two for this one. Then from two to four. From two to four is what?
3.0.
Three, three,
Oh, okay, 3.0 is here. And then three to five is what? It's four. 4.0. And then from four to six. Sorry, four to five. Four to five is what?
3.0.
3.0.
3.0.
So from five to seven. Five to
4 to
seven.
6. Okay, 5 to 7 is 5.0.
Okay, so four to six is what? Five.
5.02.
Then from six to seven is what?
7.0.
7. So from 7 to 9 is what?
7 to 9, 6.17.
7. Okay. Then from 7, have I done 7 to 8?
7 to 8 is 4.0.
It's 4. Then from 8 to 10,
2.
it's 2. It's 2, Abi. Then from
Yeah.
9 to 10 is what?
5.
Now, this is you need to do this one too. Just make sure it's aligning. When you know when you are doing the paper and pen, you can even write on the line. So now in this one now, you can actually still put the activity, right? So you know already know the activity. This is 1 to 2. Here is 1 to 2. Here is 2 to 3. Just that kind of stuff. First, so here is 2 to 4. Just like here now, I can say under here I'll say one to I can open 1 to 2. right? This is what I have here for this one. So for this one, I can say okay, it's 2 to 3. You get? It's really important. Just do all those things so that the lecturer will know that this one, you know this thing very well. Yep. So yeah, right. So should we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so perfect. So that is it. So now, if you notice now, we identified the first part, right? So that is why from here, now what is the direction for this part one? One from 1 to 2, the one we are putting here now. What do we have? What time are we going to put there?
Two.
It's 2, Abby. Then this is going to
Yeah.
be 2 plus what?
Two
Plus two.
2 plus 2 plus what?
plus four.
Plus
Four.
4.
Four.
Perfect. Plus 4. Plus 4 plus what?
Plus four.
Five.
Plus 5.
Plus four. Plus
Five
five.
Plus 5 again.
plus four.
No, 8. 8 to
Plus 4, then plus 2,
plus 4.
Plus four.
Then
plus
plus 2. Perfect.
Plus two.
And so this is
2.
actually, so let's actually put equal sign here so that it will give us the answer. So this is 19. So we are button 19 here. So this is the direction. We are button 19. So let's do for the second part, maybe like part 2 now. So this one here, let's start from, can we now do this, right? We can answer, okay, we start from 1 again. We are moving from here. So we can say 1 to where? We move from 1 to 2, right? Then when we move from 1 to 2, we'll move to 3, we'll move to 5,
4.
and then we'll move to 7. You get now from 7. We go to
Yeah.
7, we go to 9, then we get to 10.
Um,
Abi? Hey, so
yeah.
one like this, like this, like this. No, the first one, we move like this to this. Now, we move like this to this guy. You get now? So let's get the part. So we can say it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus what again?
Five.
Plus 5
Five.
plus
Plus
7
seven.
plus
Plus nine.
9 plus 10.
Plus 10.
Okay, perfect. So we now have to do our direction for this one too. So we can answer, okay. So from 1 to this is 2, right? 2
Two. Two. Plus
plus
four.
2 plus 4
Plus
plus what?
plus five.
Five.
Plus
Plus
5
four.
plus 4,
Plus 6.1.
Plus 6.17.
6.17. Abi?
Yeah.
Plus what? How is
Plus
it?
5.0.
Plus 5. Okay, so let me put equal sign. That's 28. That 28.
Please check the calculation of the duration again. There is a 4 that wasn't supposed to be there. Just check
Exactly. Because
the time.
so we
That
have
second 4.
1 to 4. Okay, this 4 is not supposed to be here.
The second one. Just check. Just take it again and check. You'll find
Okay,
it.
so we from 1 where, okay, let's say we move from 1 to 4. Or let's do from this, okay. 1, 2, 4, 4, 5. There's no 4 here. 4 is not supposed to be here. Rejoice. Just a call values for you. That's 24. That's 24. Abi? That's 24.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we now have 24. So we still need to do another one. Let's check. We still have some. some parts to follow. So it's now okay. Now we can now take we now go from 1 2, right? So we are now going to 4. We are now going to 3. We now go from 1 2 4. I mean
Yes.
5 7 8 10. Okay. We move from
Mm.
1 2 4 5 7 8 10. So let's do it. Let's write it down. So we have 1 2 4. From 4 we move to 5. Then from 5 move to 7. 7 8 plus 10. So we need to get this now. So we have to do our direction. So this is now going to be uh it's now going to be what? It's now have to be 2 plus this. Where did I put 3? What's this 3 for you?
2 plus 3, yes.
Mm. One to 2 is 2. 2 to 3 is 4. 2 to 4 is 3. Okay, it's 3.
2 to
Right?
3. Mm.
Then I have to 3, then plus 3 again. Abi?
Mm.
No.
It's no?
5
It's not.
2.
1 to 2,
It's 3
For
now.
4,
5.
4 to 5. Yes.
4 to 5 is
5.
3.
Is correct.
It's 3 now. 4 to
2
5 is
plus
3.
3 plus 3 plus 3
Huh?
4. Yes.
2 plus 3, 3 is
3.
correct. Yes.
Okay. So I will now move to
Then plus 5.
5 now, right? Plus
4,
Yes.
4
Plus
plus
4.
2.
plus 2.
2.
Then plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. This is plenty. Oh. That is 19. Again, we have 19. So at 4, have to come here because we now have to. So now, as in here now, we can move from 1 to 2 to 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we go
Yeah.
to 5, right? Then from 5 we go to 7, then we go to 9, then we go to 10. You get?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do
1
1,
plus 2
2,
plus 4
4 plus 5
plus
plus
7
7
7.
plus
plus.
9 plus 10. 9.
Did you go to 5? Have you written 5? 5,
Yes.
7, 9,
9,
and
10.
then 10. Then 10. Yep. So we need to do this direction.
Two.
Yeah. So this is now going to be what? 2, Abby?
2. Yeah.
2
2.
plus
2 plus
3
3
plus
plus 3
3. Okay.
plus 5
Plus
Plus 5
plus 6.17.
plus 6.17. One
Mm.
seven
3.
Plus
plus
5.
5. That's all. Okay, we have 24. Okay. So do you think we are done now? Or there are still some parts here to follow?
There's still some part.
Okay, this is, we
Assistant.
never even do
No,
stage one.
one more
One,
part.
two,
Almost.
four,
So let's do part. at 5.
seven,
So this one now, we can, let's say we can now move from 1. So if we start from 1,
eight,
right, we go to 2, then we go to 4, we go to
five,
6.
six,
Hmm?
seven,
From 6, we go to 7. From 7, we go to
nine.
8, and then we land at 10. I mean,
Mm.
another one is still remaining because we still have to go through 9.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. Seven, nine, ten.
Okay, so let's do this one. It's, it's 1 plus 2 plus 4
Plus five,
plus
seven,
6
plus
plus
seven,
7 plus 8
six,
Plus 10.
plus
plus
two,
plus 10.
Mm.
So our direction now will be uh,
2
equals to 2
two, plus
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 three,
plus 3
plus
plus
three,
plus 5
plus 5
plus 5
plus 7.
mm,
Say that yes, sir. Plus 7, right?
plus, yeah, yeah,
And then
plus 4.
plus 4 plus what? 2
I can't see the last one, but I think it's 2
is 2.
plus 2.
two,
Mm.
Then it's 23. Abi?
Mm.
three,
Yes.
Okay.
plus
So let's try this one. This one should be last because this is not going to go too much. Okay, so we now have next one is going to be 1. So if we start from 1, we can go to 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10.
9, 10. Yeah.
Simple. So we can just do 4, 2, 4, 6,
6, 7,
7,
9,
9, 10.
10.
So that means we now have our directional is going to be 2, right? Plus
Plus
3,
3 plus 5
no, the
seven,
2 plus 3 plus 5
plus, plus 7
plus 7
plus 6.17
plus 6.17
plus
plus
5.
plus
plus
five,
5. Then we now have our direction. So we have answered the question complete now. The last question.
Yeah.
The last question is what is the minimal direction for completing the project? What is the minimal direction for completing the project?
It's all right.
28,000.
I have a question, please, if you don't
Mm.
mind. The big question says construct a network diagram of the project, indicating boldly the critical path. And the
Mm.
critical path is not the longest
We have
direction.
so we have this is our critical part which is
Okay.
28.
All right.
Our critical part is 28. This is our critical part here. This is it.
Thank you.
That is the answer. The critical part is 28. It is supposed to be the longest part so far. So that's it. So you have answered. So so now the question now again that the
Can
minimum
I ask a question?
you say
Please, I thought to complete the process in production, the shortest, the part that takes the shortest time to complete the process is the critical part.
no.
Why the longest? Why are we taking the longest duration of the critical part?
Wow, sorry, can I go on again?
Do you understand my question, sir?
Okay, so now the critical part in the project it means it determines the completion of the project of the completion of the time. That means all activities on this part must be completed. Now, if you look at this other one, this one here, right? Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Now, the project, what we said is the longest part in the project, it actually it's called the critical part in this uh sorry, mama. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
I
I can hear you.
I was hearing some noise. Okay, so now Barry said the the longest time to complete a project is a critical part because in this time all activities have to be completed with that time. But in this other ones here, right, we can have some this what is called the slack time in a project. Don't know whether you understand what is the slack time. The slack time is,
Okay.
do you understand slack time?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So we look at this, all these things are activities we are talking about here. Do you understand? So we are looking at the longest activities to be completed here is a critical time. Do you understand? The longest activities
No problem.
because it's
Let's
giving
go
us
ahead.
the longest the distance. So it will now give us one from here, one, two, three, four, five. So it's giving us the longest time to complete. So you have to.
Okay.
So but we still have another question to answer, right? Which is
Sorry, sorry. Can I please? I still want to the A part of the question. The Can you please define those terms? So TA equals A plus 4M plus B over 6 all over divided by 6.
mm,
So A, can you please define those
okay. A is
yeah,
equals to optimistic time,
okay.
right? Optimistic time, and then the M here is the most likely time,
Yeah.
and then what again? The B. B is now what?
Pessimistic time.
That's all. So all this were given to you. This was given. This is given. This is given. Then you just substitute and bam, you answer.
Hello, sir. Please, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Um, okay, yeah. Please, if you want to calculate the slack time for this now, how do we do that?
For what?
The slack time for this question. I know it's not part of the questions, but peradventure it was asked. How do we do that?
You do understand what it's like then?
No, I don't.
Okay. Slack time in the project is actually it's a time that uh in fact it's not a wasted time, but it's actually an extra time that you can use. Yeah. But if you look at in this particular question now, we don't have the slack time. You know why? Because we actually we connected it to all activities. Now, in a critical in a particular question like I have another question that I'll just show you, but let me just explain what the slack time is. A slack time is actually a time that if you use the time, but you still, it's kind of an extra time in your project that even if you use the time, you can still finish your project within the time. Do you understand? That is actually just a simple explanation of what the slack time is, right? So, but in this question now here, we don't really have this. You can't get the slack time in this project. But let me show you example from this our math. I don't know whether you have this, but one of the question here I saw with that. Hope you can see my sorry. One of the question here. Okay, not this. I think it should be this one. Okay, this is one we're solving. So I have a question that has that. Okay, yeah, like this one now. If you look at this question now, can you see my screen still? Hello.
Yes, we can.
You can
Okay.
see.
So if you look at this question now, it's we we have our critical part, which is this one, right? So we need to get our slack time, and there's a question that they ask to find the slack time. Okay, this is it. So the meaning of this is a task that can be delayed up to 10 days without affecting the project. Because when we calculated the time, it actually give us 10 days from that. I think we solved this question is on YouTube. So if you look at this project on this one now, this slack time it's from when we join our network analysis. If you look at this part from here, A, B, C, F, G, and then we have I want to show you where we did that. The long okay, this is the longest part, which is this one. So we are looking at the activities that were not depending, that were not in this place. You understand? Which was D. If you look at it, D is not in the longest part, which is the critical part. Do you understand? So that means the activity, the D activity, the D tax, you can actually delay this tax, but it will not affect this because this is our critical part. Do you get? So if I delay this D now, nothing will happen to me, nothing will happen to my project. So look at where is D, which is this one. D was here, which is 10. Then this was here. So if I delay this D and also tax E, hardware, 5 days. That means if I delay this project, if I can delay here in 5 days, it will not because this E too, it's not in a critical part. These are critical part here. They don't fall in there. So that means they will not really affect our project. So in that kind of question like that, you will not see, you will not even ask that. But with this one now, see this kind of question now, right? They'll definitely ask that. You may see it and then you can, if you have this, you see, we solve it. It's on the YouTube. If you go there, you see where we solve it. And very simple. You understand it better. Do you hear?
All right, thank you very much. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, please, could this also be uploaded on the YouTube?
Yes, it will be uploaded. I will upload it to YouTube.
Thank you.
Please, when you're done, read your DM, please.
Okay. So, like I said, the solution we have in this past question would I just solve now. I think I will, yeah, I will drop it here in this place. So the people that actually have this, you have the full solution to it. So it's cool. So thank you guys for joining